Before we get into this list, let me tell you where you're getting this from. I've been playing fighting games for 30 years. I've been competing for 15. I've run some of the biggest Tekken events. I've been in the trenches in the fighting game community from the ground up. So when I tell you these 10 games deserve a remaster, this is more than just an opinion. Let's get into it. At number 10, we're starting with the one that started everything. Street Fighter 1. Can you believe it? I know what you're thinking. The game looks rough, Wazzy. The controls are stiff. The gameplay is basic. And honestly, it hasn't aged the best. I think that's why it deserves a remaster. But here's the thing. Without Street Fighter 1, none of this actually exists. No Street Fighter 2, no Marvel vs. Capcom, no FGC, no Daigo the Beast. This game deserves a full modern remaster out of pure respect for where it started. Give it new graphics, tighten up the controls, keep the original characters, and release it as a love letter to where it all began. Capcom. If anyone who does remakes with the Resident Evil games, it's you guys. Make it happen. Number 9. Rivalschools. Rivalschools, if you know, you know. This Capcom gem came out in 1997. And to be honest, it wasn't like anything at the time because I was at school playing a game about kids at school. You got school kids, you got teachers, all beefing each other. The story alone was incredible as a kid. I want to relive that. The gameplay was fast, it was fun, and it had this energy that just felt different to everything else. Team mechanics, assists, wild supers. It was ahead of his time. And let me tell you about the characters, bro. You had Batsu, you had Kyosuke, you had Akira. These characters had so much personality. They showed up in the Capcom crossover games because people genuinely loved them. A modern Rivalschools with current graphics and rollback netcode, I believe the FGC would go crazy for this. Capcom are sitting on a goldmine and they don't even know it. Number 8. Def Jam Fight for New York, baby. Oh my gosh, guys. It's 2004. EA Games. Oh man, you guys do make some good games. And honestly, this is one of the greatest fighting games ever made. And it wasn't even made by a traditional fighting game developer. Like, it's crazy. The roster was insane, guys. You got Snoop. You got Ludacris, you got Ghostface, Method Man. You know, you can make your own bloody fighter. You got Exhibit, you got the West Coast rappers, you got the East Coast rappers, you got the Midwest rappers. You got Atlanta, you got, oh my gosh, I can go on, right? And I'm a huge hip hop head. So imagine this coming down in the modern day and you got DOC, you got Tupac Shakur, you got Biggie. Let me hit them up. The environments were interactive, the fighting styles were deep. You could feel the rappers showed love to this game. The game defined an era, but that's only if you're a hip hop fan. And in 2026, hip hop isn't hitting like it used to. So this coming back, it will be great for the culture. A modern Def Jam Fight for New York, a remaster or a sequel would be huge. Number 7. Street Fighter EX. Oh man, Street Fighter EX. This one with Skullomania. This one with Garuda. This one was one of my favorites. This is the first time you had a Punjabi fighter in a video game. Now this is a special one because Street Fighter EX was the first Street Fighter game to kind of go 3D. Made by Akira in 1996. It had something completely unique. You had Skullomania, a salaryman who became a superhero. It's crazy, right? It's one of the most original and beloved characters in a fighting game history. And he's been locked away ever since. Till this day, I make jokes with these sound effects when he used to drop the dynamite and he used to be like, Domestos. I didn't know what he was saying. Was he saying explosive or was he saying Domestos? Till this day, we're going to figure that out. But look, the game had incredible original characters. Dr. Dark, Pulampana, Blair. You had so many characters in this. And Arika actually made a spiritual successor called Fighting EX Layer. But it never got the mainstream attention it deserved. Hey, 2026, a proper Street Fighter EX remaster with the full original roster, Skullomania. Hey, you know what, guys? I would want to see a remake instead of Skullomania in Street Fighter 6. That's an instant buy for me. King of Fighters 98. Wow. This reminds me of when I used to be in Pakistan in the arcades and first time seeing this. If you want to talk about peak 2D fighting games, King of Fighters 98 is there at the top. SNK themselves called it a dream match because there was no story. Just the best characters from the King of Fighters history all together in one game. The team mechanics and the advanced system, the sheer depth of the gameplay, it was a match, guys. And in 1998, this holds up till today. But imagine a KOF 98 with modern graphics, rollback netcode, full online modes, keeping the classic 2D feel, but bringing it into 2026. And now you got Katsuro Harada at the helm, joining with SNK. These guys are cooking something. I think the FGC will lose their minds. The year is 1997. I have my PlayStation, and my brother goes and gets this gem of a game called Bushido Blade. Wow. One of the most unique fighting games ever created. You know Squaresoft, you know them for making Final Fantasy. And this game did something nobody before or since has done properly. One hit kills. Do you know how frustrating that can be? But do you know also how satisfying that is? That's as close as real combat as you can get with the weapons, right? You got realistic sword combat. You got no health bars, no time limit, just pure skill. Positioning, timing, one cleaner hit to the right spot, and that's all she wrote, baby. The tension in this game, actually, guys, was nothing like I've ever faced. Every single moment felt like life or death, because it really was. The environments, you could run through entire locations, fight on staircases, in the snow. It felt like a real sword deal. Nobody has touched this concept since 1997. In a world where we have incredible motion capture and realistic graphics, imagine Bushido Blade rebuilt from the ground up in 2026. The game would be a masterpiece. Square Enix, you know what to do. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Guys, the year is 2006, and the game that put every Mortal Kombat character in one place. And the concept was pure fan service. Big up Ed Boon for this. Every possible way, every single Mortal Kombat character up to the point, over 60 fighters, all in one game. This is before Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Create a fight mode, conquest, adventure mode, the Mortal Kombat mini games. Like, it was full of content. Now look, competitively, it wasn't perfect. With that many characters, there's sure to be balancing issues. But as a celebration of everything with Mortal Kombat, I don't feel like many games in the Mortal Kombat universe have come close. So imagine a modern MK Armageddon remaster with the current gen graphics, rollback netcode. I mean, we just got the Mortal Kombat collection, but can we get a remaster of this? That would be the ultimate Mortal Kombat experience in NetherRealm. Bloody Raw, wow. This is going back to nostalgia, guys. And if you don't know this game, prepare to have your mind blown, because Bloody Raw was a 3D fighting game where every character could transform into a beast mid-fight. You got Yugo the Wolf, you got Alice the Rabbit, Yuriko, Jenny the Bat. The roster was incredible. Every character had a completely different beast form with different moves and abilities. The transformation mechanic was ahead of its time. Like, it added a whole layer of strategy. And when you beast up, how do you manage to use your beast gauge? Does this remind you of anything? Do you see the heat mode in Tekken 8 where they got this from? Bloody Raw was doing this back in the day. The game had a cult following that never went away, and I'm one of those followers. Till this day, people are begging for Bloody Raw to come back. The IP is currently owned by Konami, and Konami have been bringing back classic IPs recently with Metal Gear Solid. Bloody Raw in 2026, take my money, guys, now. With modern day graphics, oh my gosh. Yugo. I love Tiger, personally, Tai Lung. He was like the Bruce Lee of the game. Yeah, I was a Tiger main. And number 2, guys, this game changed a whole generation. Tekken 3, before anyone says anything, yes, I know, it might be controversial putting Tekken 3 at number 2, but guys, let me tell you, Tekken 2 changed the arcade scene completely. Hear me out. Tekken 3, for me, is widely considered as one of the greatest fighting games ever made. The movement, the roster, the balance. The first time seeing Jin Kazama, like, you had some phenomenal characters in this game. A full Tekken 3 remaster with current gen graphics is all I ask for. I'm not asking for crazy updates, or I just want a remaster of this game. This is one of Namco's biggest selling games ever of all time. If you speak to the casual fan, you know what they say? Oh, I like Tekken 3. After Tekken 3, they don't mention any other Tekkens. I'm talking about super casual. And my number 1, Tekken 4. Is that any surprise? You already know, guys, on this channel how much I love Tekken 4. And I know this is going to be a controversial take. For me, Tekken 4 is one of the most debated games in fighting game history. You either love it or hate it. It's like Marmite. And a lot of people think this was a step back in the series. But here's my argument. Tekken 4 had the best atmosphere of any Tekken game ever made. The stages with walls and uneven terrain, the dark, grittier storyline, Steve Fox introduction, the first boxer in Tekken, the incredible soundtrack, authentic Sky. The game was trying something different. And in the world that we live in, people hate something different. It was bold, it was ambitious, and it never got the fair chance it deserved because Tekken 5 came out so quick. A modern Tekken 4 remaster, keeping those dark atmospheres, those incredible stages, that unique gameplay feel, but polished and refined for 2026. That's the one, bro. I mentioned Namco will not do a Tekken collection because everyone will be buying that. And I would want to be playing Tekken 4. That's the remaster for me the FGC deserves to have. To have a real conversation about Tekken 4. This was one of the greatest fighting games ever. It had everything. This was a masterpiece that after this, haven't been able to capture again. And that's my list, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss out a game? Let me know in the comments. What you make of my top 10? If you want to roast me, let me know. If you like the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Ozzy is out. Peace.